What's going on, motherfuckers? Coming at you with some new spicy content. So guess what, man? I've been playing Black Desert now for like a year and a month, and I'll tell you, I am at my wit's end with this fucking game. Man, dude. Low key, I think I'm actually gonna be leaving Black Desert. There are so many paywalls in this goddamn game. The pay-to-win aspects to me are an absurdity. I've never played a game that has such egregious microtransactions in my entire life. And look, trust me, the reason why I used to hate on Warframe was because its microtransactions felt somewhat forced. Having to wait, an absorbent amount of time to get your content that you've worked your ass off for, or you can rush it, or buying weapon slots or catalysts. All of those things always bothered me. But nothing bothers me more than having to have 3 separate type of microtransactions forced down my throat. The microtransaction systems in this game are just fucking awful. And then you mix in the fact that there is no PvE content, and this developer has no idea what they're doing. Maybe I was spoiled by playing games like Warframe and League of Legends for so long to have a developer listen to its player base and its people. I heard so many criticisms to Riot Games and Digital Extremes, and yes, they actually listened to those criticisms, and when they would affect the game itself. People didn't like the new rank system, even though I loved it. They turned it into a flex queue and brought back solo queue. They didn't like the way Tank Teemo was doing top, so they nerfed the shit out of that. Like, it's just nice to know that when your player base has some control or some agency in the way that the game is unfolding, makes the game feel more alive. And then hearing anything that Digital Extremes has been willing to do, the reason why they're such a popular game company, despite their game not being that great, is because they listen to their player base. Another company that does this is Hi-Rez. Like, holy shit, man. But I was spoiled playing all of those games. Coming out here to play Black Desert Online has been like a solo experience. I know it's a massively online multiplayer game. I only recently joined a guild, and I recently just left that guild, and guild play to me was just awful because there was no incentive to be in a guild other than just a huge amount of silver being sent to you. Outside of that, nothing guilds can offer you or anything worth value. It's just the same shit you can do now, other than Guild Wars. The game itself lacks any PvE content, and then has such egregious microtransactions that it makes it really hard to justify telling anyone to play this game. In fact, I quit doing it altogether. People ask me, oh man, you play Black Desert? How is it? It's not that good. You should probably stay clear. Which is weird, because if anyone asks me about League of Legends, or even Warframe, I can go over an entire list of things that it does correctly. But I can't do that for fucking Black Desert Online. In fact, Black Desert Online is probably hands down one of the most awful experiences I've had in gaming history. The only reason why I still play this game is because the combat system is fun and rewarding, and it has an interesting element of having decent PvP. In fact, I would honestly say it has the best PvP in any MMO. But when it comes to PvE content, the developers have not a sweet fucking clue on how to make this game have a long-lasting effect. You can only knock around the same noobs, or get knocked around so much before you realize, you know what, I can go play a fighting game and have the same level of combat, and have far more, agency in how I play, and the game be far more better balanced. I don't know. I'm on the verge of dropping this game, and I really want to see it through because I enjoy some aspects of this game. But they really need to step up some shit. And after the release of the HD remastered version of this shit, I don't think they're going to. They have yet to listen to anyone in their community. The game has become nothing more than a dating sim for a majority of people that play the goddamn thing. And all people do is walk around role-playing with one another trying to have cyber sex. And guilds always feel meaningless and empty. There's just nothing going on in this world. And that sucks because the world actually feels like a living, breathing thing where people's workers are doing things, where things are actually operating the way that they should be. But the content in the world itself is fucking weak. I don't know. This game has been a massive letdown since I've ever started playing it. And honestly, I wish there was more to it. Anyway, I'm on the verge of dropping this game because of its microtransactions, and it's a humongous hurdle to get to the end game. And its lack of PvE content. But maybe someone out there isn't. Anyway, have a wonderful day, and I hope everything that you want comes true.